Hi everyone, I'm Shauna and welcome to my channel. In today's video, I'm bringing you the second update in my 100 uses project pan. There has been some interesting movements since the last update, and I just want to start updating you on the items. So the first item is the Colourpop gloss in Fairy Floss. I used this a total of 48 times since the last update. And one of the reasons why this video is coming a little bit longer than that 2-month window is because I really wanted to finish this and I'm close. I probably have another week's worth of use left with this product. One of the reasons why this project is coming just like a tad late is because I really wanted to finish this before I brought you this update. I've been close for a while now, for maybe 2 or 3 weeks, and I kind of felt like every week, oh, it'll be this week, oh, it'll be this week. And I'm saying that again. And so I just kind of felt like it had already gone on too long, that I didn't want to wait another week. And even then, would it actually be a week? When I finish this, because I think it will be finished before the next update, I'll show a picture of the next gloss that I'm going to tackle. It will be a gloss. And I'll have like the starting picture. So whenever I come back for the update, whatever progress, we'll be able to see the difference in that time. But you can see in the tube that there's like little patches where like I've scraped out the color on the sides. And I think I'm going to pull out the stopper in this because it's not a gloopy gloss. It's actually pretty smooth. So I think even then, once I remove the stopper, I'll get probably another week's worth after that. So we are very close with this. And one of the things that I had kept an eye on for this month was how long, or sorry, not this month, this update, was how long it would take to use this gloss. And the last gloss, I felt pretty confident that it was almost brand new when I brought it into the project, but there was that little seed of doubt in my mind. And I used that about 45 to 50 times before it was done. And I'm at 48 with this, and we're kind of at the same story. So I honestly think that Colourpop glosses have between 50 to 60 uses in them, which seems like not a lot of product. I do understand that they're like, what, $6, so they are affordable, but I personally feel like a gloss should last longer than 60 uses for a full size. And it also feels like you get a lot of product in here, and I think that's just deceiving. Like when you look at the bottom, it really shows how big the tube is. And so the product is deceiving. Like you feel like you're getting more than you are. Even with that, if I was supporting Colourpop, there's so little product in here and I use them so quickly, I just can't justify buying these. So that's the first product. The next product is the MAC lipstick in Hug Me. I used it about 28 times combined with the use of the previous update is a total of 41. So the first round I used it 13 times. And so there is a considerably, so the use on it in the last 2 months is basically double what I had used in the first 2 months. And I was really happy with that because I did want to use it more and I felt like I wasn't utilizing it as much as I wanted to. So if we look at the card, I know the card's a hot mess right now. There was some product catastrophe that just happened. But if you look here, look at that jump. That is absolutely significant for a lip product. And there'll be a close-up of these items. I think that's really big. I don't know if I've ever had a lipstick update be that large before, but again, it is 2 months instead of 1 month. I'm really proud of that. I really did work hard on using this and I kept it at my desk. So whenever I was sitting here or when I was gonna film, I had this around so I could remember to put it on. And the point on this has really, really narrowed down. I'll show you a picture of one of my almost new lipsticks. Like you can see that I've done a lot of work on that. So I'm really proud of this, and hopefully we can keep it up because we're at 41. And so I think maybe 2 more updates, and I hope or plan to roll out that product in about 2 updates, so 4 months. And that would be exciting. One of the goals of this project, and a lot of the products were put in here because they were brand new, and I wanted to see what 100 uses would look like on an item. And I do have, you know, like almost brand new MAC lipsticks. And so I think it's particularly cool to be able to do comparisons side by side with these, to like, you can really see the work. And I really didn't know how much I'd be able to use in a month or 2 months or what have you. So here's Hug Me, and here's a regular MAC lipstick. I think that's pretty significant. And it has been in here for 4 months. This is my second update, and I'm really loving seeing the progress and like really putting some major dents in my collection. Next up is the bareminerals blush. I used it a total of 15 times this month. The previous update, I used it 5 for a total of 20. This is what it looks like now. The use on here is now, you know, getting really clear. This blush is probably my favorite in my collection, and I would honestly be satisfied using this blush every day. I think I do my makeup around 15 times in a month. So if I did my makeup about 30 times in the last 2 months, you know, that's a ballpark. To use it 20 out of the 30 times says a lot about my love for this project. And I could have fully used it for those 30-ish times, but I really had to, or I was really trying to use more of my collection and play with my products so I can use other things too. But I'm really happy with that use, and I think, I know that this project is a joy to have in here. Not this project. The Bare Minerals blush is really a joy to have in here because I really, really love this product. Also, one of the best things about this project is that truly some of my favorite products are in here. The next product is the Marcel Powder. I used it 30 times this update and 20 times in the update before, for a grand total of 50 times. The use on here is really getting slim. There's not really a point to show you what it looks like back here because it's just a harder product to show. But I use this a lot for setting my eyeshadow and even just parts of my face. I have come to, I wouldn't say dislike this product because I do think it is good for setting the eyes. So when I put this in here, I really like this product. And I do think it is good for setting the eyes. However, what I realized when I've gone to set my whole face with this, because I was starting to do that much more or playing with face powders these past 2 months than I was in the first update, this has like a tint to it. Like it's pink. This looks really bad over a lot of foundations, like if it's the only setting powder that I use, because it's so tinted. And I think that the tint is really weird for a face powder. So this is only good for light dusting at most. So the way I've been using it is either to set my my concealer, or if I use my regular powder and I still feel like some areas are a little bit sticky, I'll use a powder like this to kind of to mattify. It has 70 grams. This is one of the biggest powder tubs I've ever seen. At least it feels really big, and I think that there's just a lot of product in here. So I have been using it or experimenting with this in multiple ways, but it's a little disappointing to realize that I can't use this as like a standalone face powder like it was meant to because of the color. So if I used it 30 times this past month, I think this will be in the project for another 2 updates. So some really good progress with this. There's now 3 products in here that are close to the halfway point in their uses, which is very exciting. The next product I want to talk about before going to the eyeshadow palettes is the bronzer. Now, If you look at this, you're gonna be like, what the heck happened? That's because the bronzer has now been moved to here. Before filming, oh my God, look at that. This product is a mess. Before filming, I rolled up the stick to see how far I was, and it got stuck. It would not twist up or down anymore. And I left it because I was like, I don't know, maybe a mechanism is stuck. And then I left it out on my desk, basically in the sun by mistake. It all melted and it still wouldn't budge. So I took the opportunity to depot it into here, because otherwise I would literally just have a giant stick with no cover on it. So I depotted it into here, which is a container that is much too small. Got it everywhere. And so I'll show you what it looks like in the close-up, because I don't want to take the lid off at the moment. I filled it up a little too full. But what I realized about this product, I've had my fair share of issues with that product. I seriously considered decluttering this product about a month ago because I wasn't using it. And you know, we've been over this before with this product. And I felt like if I'm not using it and it's in good condition, I should sell it to somebody or give it to somebody I know if there's anybody who'd be interested in, because it's not really old and it works perfectly well. And I always felt like whenever I used it, it was a nuisance. I always picked other things over there. It didn't blend as well. I decided that maybe it was the tools that I was using, because I did find that one of the ways it blended best was when I put the product on my hand and then stippled it on my face. And I was using a stipple brush. So I decided that I would experiment with other kinds of brushes in my collection. And I found one I really liked that is way better than the stipple brush I was using. And I would only ever use this on occasion, basically to force myself to use it. But now with the new brush, it's not a new brush, it's just an old brush with a new application. So I began applying it with that brush and I really liked it. I think it looks much nicer. It doesn't pick up any foundation. I also like using it with my powder bronzer. And so now I am liking it. So maybe this kind of like pot formula will now, or pot application, make it more user-friendly to me. At least I really hope. Where I'm sitting now is directly in front of a window and it's hot. I'm sweating in this sweater. So once this video is over, I'm gonna move it away from my room in total to put it somewhere like cool and dark and have it hopefully the product settle in there and harden up a bit, and then I can use it. I really hope this new jar will be better. Fingers crossed. So I did use the bronzer 8 times and combined with the 2 times of the previous update, sorry, 10 times. Now on to the last 2 palettes. I used my Modern Renaissance 16 times. Was it 16? Oh, 14 times, sorry. And then for a total of 20 times so far in this project. And then I used my Tarte palette 5 times for a total of 10. The palettes are, I think, the slowest moving products just because I have so many in my collection that I'm rotating through. But that is just fine with me. I am wearing Modern Renaissance on my eyes today. I found a really fun way to wear it, so I'm a little bit more excited about using it. And also, ever since starting the Shop My Stash, these products are getting a little bit less wear than usual, but that's okay. And they're in here for use, and you know, we're doing that. The last thing I want to talk about before wrapping up this video is that I'm rolling in a new product, and that is the MAC highlighter in Double Gleam. I don't have a highlighter in any project, and this is again one that is essentially brand new. I think I've worn this maybe 10 times, and you can see just a little bit of wear in the center. So I think that this is a good product to put in here because one, this is a really easy to track product. It's brand new. And again, seeing how much 100 uses look like on a new highlighter will be very interesting, at least in my opinion. And this is a color that will work for me for most of the year. So I think it's a great addition. So that's everything. That's going to wrap up the video. I'm really hoping to finish another lip gloss before the next update and make just some regular good use on the other products. Hopefully I can come pretty close to finishing this next time. Like maybe I would really love to come to about 80 uses with this guy. And then with this, I would really like to go to about 70 uses, maybe 75. 80 is a stretch, I think. And then I think I would also really like to use this 25 more times. So if I do that, that will bring me to just around 50. I just hope that this one works. I do hope to use my palettes about 10 times each. Definitely an aspirational goal, but I feel like setting goals is what helps you. But in order to achieve a goal, you gotta set one. So we're gonna try our best. As for this highlighter, I'm hoping for about 15 times, maybe 20, somewhere around there. I think that'd be a good way to start this product off. So that's gonna wrap up this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you again around here soon. Bye.